Hello and welcome to Let Us Talk. On this channel, we've had talks on varied topics like nutrition, healthcare, fitness, finance, fashion, spirituality, gardening, motivation, and relationships. However, there is one more topic which we feel is of great relevance these days and would be useful for our viewers, and that is what to watch. My friends often ask me, what are you watching these days? Is there anything new and interesting on TV? With so many OTT platforms, we have a lot of options available. Series, movies, documentaries. But how do we decide what we want to watch? Often, we are just browsing endlessly and are unable to narrow down to anything interesting. I'm Urvashi, and today I'll share with you what I have watched and liked recently. If you like these recommendations and find them useful, then do let us know so that we can make it a regular feature for the channel. Stay tuned till the end as I'll be sharing some of my all-time favorites too. The first on my list is the series Gora on Netflix. It is essentially a murder mystery with a lot of subplots. The personal dilemmas of the characters, the social and family dynamics they are struggling with, and how they are trying to maintain their individuality amidst all the chaos in their lives. The series is set in rural Punjab and has some fine performances by the actors. The storyline is interesting and delves into a lot of social and economic aspects of life. Being a crime series, one would think that it is dark, violent, and gruesome. But I feel it is more about human relationships and our constant struggle to cope with the expectations of society, family, and workplace, which are often in conflict with our own personal desires. Gora is a very engaging and engrossing series, the kinds you would want to binge watch. The next recommendation is the film Bala on Amazon Prime. It is directed by Nitesh Tiwari. I love his previous films like Dangal and Chichhode, so I was looking forward to this one. Varun and Janvi play a young married couple who are vastly different from each other. They have very different mindsets and lifestyles. Yet, they find common ground through compassion and empathy. The film gives us a lot of small, valuable lessons of life, which we take for granted. Things that we never put any thoughts and efforts into. These lessons are conveyed through the incidents from Second World War. So if you like history, you will like this film. Another film that I really enjoyed watching is Tarla. It is available on ZEE5. As the name suggests, it is the biography of a celebrity chef, Tarla Dalal. Personally, I really like biographies. They are so inspiring and informative. We can relate to the characters and read up more about them. We know that they are real people with real struggles and how they overcame them. Tarla Dalal rose from being a simple housewife to one of the first celebrity chefs of India. With her own cookery show and a number of cookbooks, she is also a Padma Shri awardee. The film is very high on the feel-good quotient. Huma Qureshi has done full justice to the character. The supporting cast is good too. Another nice film that I came across is Ishq Nadan on Jio Cinema. What prompted me to watch this film was the casting. Neena Gupta and Kawaljit, among others. I still remember them from Saans and was interested to watch them together again. Ishq Nadan is a very simple, sweet and sensitive film that strikes a chord. The characters are from different generations and timelines, hence their values and ideologies are very different. But at the end of the day, what each of us really wants from life is happiness, acceptance, companionship and love. This is a very light and easy film to watch. Along with biographies, I also really enjoy movies and series based on books. That brings me to my next recommendation, Great Expectations. The series is there on Hotstar. Many of us would have read the novel by Charles Dickens, and would have found the characters to be so deep and multi-layered. The eccentric Miss Havisham, the arrogant Estella, the kind Biddy, the sweet Joe and the bitter Mrs. Joe, the mysterious Mad Witch, the evil Compeyson, and among them all, the simple village boy Pip, who dreams to become a gentleman. Little does he know the price that he would have to pay for his dreams, and that in the end he will be where he was always meant to be. The series is dark and dangerous, the cinematography grey and gloomy, reflecting the marshes of Kent and the cold, heartless times of an industrializing England. Olivia Colman as Miss Havisham is a treat to watch. If you love literature, you will like this one. Along with these recent releases, I would like to add to this list a few of my all-time favorites. The first is the movie Saving Mr. Banks on Hotstar. Many of us would have watched Mary Poppins, but do we know how the film got made? Saving Mr. Banks tells us the story of how Walt Disney convinced the author P.L. Travers to sell him the movie rights for her book Mary Poppins. It also shows us glimpses of the author's difficult childhood, which have made her cynical and non-trusting. The brilliant Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson play the central characters. I think this is a delightful and absolutely must-watch film. Second is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. This film that sounds like a tongue twister is available on Netflix. It is based on a book by the same name and is a romance set in the aftermath of the Second World War. Lily James, who plays a writer from London, travels to Guernsey in search of a story. The visit changes her life forever. Along with the heart-wrenching stories of the island, which was under German occupation during the war, she finds love. This one is for the romantics at heart. Next is the series Grehen on Hotstar. The immensely talented actor Pawan Malhotra plays the pivotal part. The series is about a young girl trying to discover and understand her roots. What uncovers is a tale of unconditional love, courage, and sacrifice set during the anti-Sikh riots of 1984. I think this film beautifully portrays human emotions, relationships, and the choices we make during trying times. That's all for now. I hope you find these recommendations useful and spend your valuable time in watching something enriching and meaningful. Stay tuned for more videos of Let Us Talk. Till then, happy viewing.